Good morning, my dear students. Today in this session I am going to explain you grammar, lesson number 4. Name of the lesson is nouns. Already you have learnt in smaller classes what do you mean by nouns. Nouns are words that name people, places, animals, things and ideas. There are 5 kinds of nouns: proper nouns, collective nouns, abstract nouns, common nouns, material nouns. Now let's see what do you mean by proper nouns. Proper nouns include names of states, cities, towns, rivers, mountains, seas, countries, brands, streets, monuments, festivals, special buildings, days, months, languages, books, hotels, shops and pets. For example, Mumbai, June month, subject English and festival Diwali. Proper nouns always begin with a capital letters. Children, keep in mind, proper noun always begin with a capital letters. Now next, common nouns. Common nouns are words used to name a common class of things or people. They are general names. They are not capitalized. The first alphabet is not in a capital. For example, city, you can say Surendranagar, Rajkot, Ahmedabad. There are many cities, but just you say city, that is common for all the cities. Month, January, February, March you say, that means it is the month, name of the month, but in common you say month. Book, English reader, grammar, science, SS, all books, but in common you say book. Festival, there are many festivals, Diwali, Holi, Dashera, like that, but in common you say festival. When you give the name of the festival, that is proper noun, and when you say only festival, that is common noun. For example, teacher, teacher is common noun, but when you say Vishakha teacher, Kajol teacher, examples you give and you take the name of the teacher, that is proper noun. But only if you say teacher, then that is common noun. You can see over here King Midas. Midas was a king, so common noun is king and Midas is a proper noun. Sound of music, movie, John Milton is a proper noun. Common noun is poet. Now next is collective nouns. What do you mean by collective nouns? Collective nouns represents groups of people, animals or things spoken of as a whole. For example, a herd of cattle, gang of robbers, bunch of keys, bunch of bananas, army of soldiers. Then you can say team of players. In cricket team there are 11 players, but when they are playing we say that Indian cricket team is playing, Pakistan cricket team is playing. Whole team 11 players we say as one. Army, Indian army. There are many soldiers in the army, but what you say? One army, Indian army, Indian Air Force. There are many soldiers, there are many commanders and all, whole group of army is there. See here example is given, the pod of dolphins were swimming in the sea. There was a group of dolphins. It is said as a pod. The hen walked with a brood of chicks behind her. Brood of chicks, group of chicks. I bought an atlas of maps. One book name is Atlas. In that only maps are there and there are number of maps in that book. A long flight of stairs led to the top floor of the building. Stairs, steps are more when you climb the steps, but it is said as one flight of stairs. Now next type of noun is material nouns. Material nouns denote the matter of material of which things are made. For example, this shirt is made of cotton. It is material. You say as a material. It is made of silk, it is made of wool, it is made of plastic. Material. Which type of material is used to make this particular thing? For example, the house is made of stone. The stone is a material. Some foods are fried in oil. Some foods cannot be boiled. They are to be fried in the oil. So which material is used? Oil. Bags made of plastic are harmful to the environment. Material used to make the bags is plastic. Now next type of noun is abstract nouns. What do you mean by an abstract nouns? Denote a quality, action or state. They refer to the ideas that we cannot see or touch. Abstract nouns can be formed from adjectives, verbs and common nouns. For examples, childhood, theft, music, honesty, happiness, growth. See children, growth. We grow, but that particular growth you cannot touch, you cannot see. Then honesty, yes, you say that I am honest. I always speak truth. But can you see the truth? Shape, color of the truth? Can you touch truth? No, just you can feel it. Happiness, yes, today I am very happy. You say like that. But happiness, can you touch? Can you see? Know the color of the happiness? No, just you can feel it that today you are happy. Now next types of nouns are countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are the things we can count using numbers. They have a singular and plural form. Whereas uncountable nouns are the things that we cannot count with numbers. Most uncountable nouns are singular while some are plural. Countable nouns are the number you can count. Number of girls, number of boys, number of people standing over here, number of benches in the class, number of classrooms, means countable. Whereas uncountable are sugar, salt, for example rice, you cannot count. Heap of salt, heap of sugar is kept over there, but you cannot count the number, that how many number of balls are there of sugar. No. See, for example, we bought 2 fresh loaves of bread. Loaves of bread, you can count. Uncountable are the example that you cannot count. Number of chocolates, yes, you can count. Whereas money, you cannot count. You know that I have this much money in my pocket or in my cupboard, but overall total money you cannot count that I am rich with this much of amount. No, that you cannot count. Nouns like advice, luggage, information, furniture, poetry, scenery, hair, paper, bread, coffee, tea, water, etc. singular nouns followed by singular verbs. Whereas nouns like spectacles, trousers, pants, scissors, tongs, binoculars, alarms, arms, shorts, groceries, savings. Just now I gave you the example of savings. You cannot count that how much money you have, how much savings you have. Valuables, surroundings, etc. are plural nouns followed by plural verbs. Nouns like news, arts, economics, electronics, measles, rickets, mumps, gymnastics, crossroads are singular nouns followed by singular verbs. Now next type of nouns is possessive case. The possessive form of noun shows ownership or relationship. We use an apostrophe and s to show possession or relationship. For example, the idea of my friend, my friend's idea. You have used apostrophe s. The ID cards of the students, the students' ID card. Yes, children, there is one rule for this, that when the noun is in plural, then apostrophe will be behind S, and when the noun is singular, apostrophe will be behind noun and then S. Friend is a singular noun, so apostrophe S, whereas students itself, students is plural, so apostrophe will be behind S. Is it clear? The nest of the woodpecker, the woodpecker's nest, apostrophe S, the woodpecker's nest.